Generators are an expensive investment, and you want to make sure yours is running properly. In this sponsored segment, NOLA Now reporter Sean Bailey gets a lesson from Craig's Electrical and Generator Service in the basic maintenance that you can and should do to make sure your generator is ready when you need it.
Hey guys, we're here at Craig's Electrical and Generator Service in Kenner. And if you've invested in a home generator, there is actually some basic maintenance you can perform yourself to help keep it running in top shape. Well, I'm joined by Charles Venarella, the lead service technician here, and he's going to help show me the ropes. So what is the first thing that I need to know?
So if you have generators ever running continuously 24 hours or more, once every 24 hours, your generator does have to be shut down and your oil has to be checked. Biggest thing is shutting it down in the proper way. What I'm going to have you do is the first thing you're going to do is shutting off this main line breaker up here.
Okay.
So you would go ahead and switch that to off.
All right.
Now there's no more power going to your house at that point, but the engine is still running. 10 seconds after you turn that switch off, then I'll have you go ahead and hit the red off button on that controller. At that point, you're going to let it cool down for about 45 minutes to an hour because, like we said, it has been running for about 24 hours continuously. The first thing we'll do is go ahead and check the oil after it cools down.
Okay, so I'm going to get safety first. I'll get goggled up, and I'm already gloved up here. So, all right, so tell me what is the first thing I need to do?
So everything with your oil is going to be marked in orange.
Okay.
Up here you get your oil dipstick. Right here is your oil fill. This is an oil drain in case you overfill it. And this right here is going to be your oil filter. Okay?
Okay.
First thing we're going to want to do is pull that dipstick out. All right, now we'll wipe that dipstick all the way down. Put it back into that hole. And we want to get a good accurate reading. So if the generator has been running, it's going to have oil all splashed up on there. So we're going to put it back in, pull it back out, and get a good accurate reading off of there.
Gotcha.
All right, now we're going to look at it and we're going to see where the oil is on this dipstick. We want the oil to be right here at this little top dot. That is going to be your fill line.
Okay.
If your oil is below that, then we're going to go ahead and add oil. You would fill your oil right here, so you can unscrew that right there.
All right, taking that off.
All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a little bit of oil there, open that up, we'll get us a funnel. And if we just got to add a little bit on the stick, we're just going to pour a very little bit at a time. So go ahead and pour a little bit down in there.
Tell me when to stop.
All right. All right, right there.
Okay.
Perfect. So that's just like coming up
two
the
quick
stick.
little pours.
Yep. So you've checked it, you're all good, and now you're ready for that generator to start running again after you've capped off all of your stuff. Make sure everything's back in the right spot. Now, just as important as shutting it down in the proper way, if it had been running, if you had a power outage, you want to start it up in the proper way also. We're going to hit the green auto button first. Usually the way we set up our generators is a 20-second countdown, then the generator starts up. After the generator starts up, it'll then display running, warming up. Once that warming up part goes away, about 15 seconds or so, then we'll go ahead and turn on that main line breaker again.
Okay.
At that point, your generator is going to be back powering your house, and you're good to go for another 24 hours of continuous running before you would have to check it again. Another big important thing too is your air filter. So air filter is located right here on the top side of the engine. To remove this air filter cover, you would just lift up this orange clip right there at the bottom. And once you get that clip out the way, this whole piece comes off. So you would lift up slightly and then push back. Once you push back, then this whole thing can be set just off to the side.
Okay.
Now that's a dirty air filter right there. So we're going to go ahead and change out that air filter, okay?
All right.
So changing out that air filter, you would basically just lift that out.
Okay, lifting this out.
And then we would put a new air filter in.
Okay.
The proper way to put that new air filter in is the flat side is always going to be to the top. Okay.
And so this side is at the bottom.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Now once we reinstall that air filter, put all of this back on. This little top has 2 notches in it, and this has 2 indentions in it. You always want to put on that rubber seal here first. We're going to push down on this back side and then push forward. And once it pushes forward and it gets into place, then we can relatch, and once you hear that clip, you know you're good and secure.
Okay. You guys also offer a class for homeowners to come in and learn everything you just showed me today. How do people find out more information about that?
Okay, you can scan a QR code that you should see on screen right now, or you can go to our website at craigselectrical.com. When you come out and do our class, we do everything that we showed you today, plus some more advanced things. Also, if you need us to come out and do your maintenance for you or do any type of troubleshooting, You could also go to our service department on our website or scanning the QR code, and we'll come out, get you on a schedule, and take care of you that way also.
All right, well, thank you so much for showing me all of this today. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like a pro, and I feel better equipped to service my generator. For NOLA Now, I'm Sean Bailey.